Wesothier all everyone, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, The House of GodWIN. We are now in the year 1072. Our wars with the French, rather the Normans, and the Norwegians have just ended, and we are now attempting to rebuild our kingdom. A revolt in York by Duke Morcar was put down, or rather we attempted to arrest him for his illegal plans to kill Harold Godwinson's brother Gurth, and the Civil War ended, of course, in a rather easy English victory. King Harold is now 50 years of age. So it's been a long time since I played the House of GodWIN, but I figured I'd pick the save up again because I thought if there's any game I was going to record, it was going to be Crusader Kings again. Unfortunately, I'm now recording this on an even crappier computer, but I felt like I owed a small obligation to the very small amount of people who thought this was interesting to begin with. So we have a lot of money in our coffers because Harald Hardrada, the Norwegian, hopefully soon to be dead king, he's not that much older than us, was defeated rather handedly. I mean, look at how weak he is now, 1.20. We tried really hard to kill William in the last war. We kept tracking down his Norman cavalry and beating them to death, but unfortunately it appears he is still a rather strong landowner. But because he is a subject of our ally, King Phillipe of France, he most likely will not be a problem. And by ally, I mean someone that we have a pact of non-aggression with. Our only actual alliance is with the King of Navarra, who is not still in his holy war. I hope he's doing fine. I haven't checked on Navarra in a little while, mostly because I don't remember where they are. All right. So our army, as you can see, is still raised from the conflict. A mighty force of 8,200 men, which is actually less than our overall military force. So basically, the world is Harold's oyster right now. We have so much strength. I'm going to be trying something a bit, I suppose, interesting here. I'd like to call it interesting. We're going to try to only make decisions in this game that seem logical from Harold's perspective. Now, we, of course, don't know the historical figure of Harold Godwinson all that well, but I figured it would be good to know. So, over here in Lygen, we have Earl Mercad. Why is that important? Well, his father, yes, his father, Jarmut, I believe this is, yeah, Jarmut Donhad. Anyways, historically, someone named Jarmut, I think this is supposed to be Leinster. Yeah, this is the area around Leinster. So Earl Jarmut was actually a pretty good friend of Harold. Unfortunately, he's dead. So we may consider attempting to ally Earl Mercad, though, again, we might not because he's not all that useful as an ally. And in fact, we'll probably want to take Ireland. But as for right now, our conquest plans are actually in Wales. Which reminds me, we'll start fabricating a claim on Powys, who have been annoying to me because they've already killed one of my chancellors. We're going to train troops using our marshal in Middlesex. Not that it's really necessary. Since we are in the post-Viking raid era, I really can't see any territorial enemy coming except for perhaps France, but that's going to be a continental concern, and at the moment, their long-lived king, Phillipe, is our ally because he is married to Gunhild, who has no claims to pass on, so it was a generally pretty good deal for us. Right, we have a righteous imprisonment that we can do against Earl Wealtheof of Northampton. He does not appear to be an incredibly strong man, and his plan, let's see, what's his scheme? I forgot. Alright, he wants to... Okay, well, he's fabricating a claim. So, essentially, we want Wealtheof out of the way. So we're going to try to imprison him, and we succeeded. That's righteous imprisonment. The reason why I needed to imprison Morcar, and why he's still in jail at the moment, because Harold can't figure out what to do with him, is Morcar gained... well, he gained the Duchy of Lancaster. He's got, like, 3 duchies. He inherited the Duchy of Mercia, which was bad enough. But then he wanted to take some of Gurth's land. So that threatens, of course, King Harold's power to have someone in his realm who's almost as strong as him. Now, what we can do to Morcar of Hwicha is an interesting question. I'm wondering if we can execute him, and we might be able to get away with it. His heir is Maredudd ap Gruffydd, so that's going to be someone from Wales. That's ludicrous. We don't want that. I guess we're going to keep Morcar alive. I don't want a Welshman inheriting his land. I mean, he wouldn't be accountable to us. And this guy has claims on all of Wales. My arbitrariness just cost me several gold coins. Well, Harold, that's what you get. I mean, honestly, like, we've got... Harold is a poetic man. He's arbitrary. He's proud, paranoid, diligent, and wroth. So, honestly, I can actually expect Harold's historical character be damned to make some rather rash decisions, and violent ones. Let's see what we've got here. Scotland is at war with Norway. Ah, that's a good way to take advantage of all of my help, Malcolm, Mr. Canmore. Malcolm the Fat? You're calling Canmore the Fat? Like, okay. Okay. Great King of Scotland. Earl Wealhtheof of Northampton is complaining about his dark cell in the dungeon, asking for suitable accommodations. Well, Wealhtheof, maybe you shouldn't have betrayed the king. Ever thought about that? Maybe I should throw you in the oubliette. Na 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 na. Will I be merciful? No, because I don't want him to escape. Let him rot, honestly. Do I even have a problem with Wealhtheof? Is a question I have to ask myself. Seduction in the wild. My courtier Christina Edwardsdottir has just informed me that Earl Hakon of Bedford tried to recruit her in a scheme to seduce my wife Emma? That bastard. Look at her. She's the picture of beauty. Also a brilliant strategist, by the way. That randy goat. Earl Hakon, you fucking knave. Anywho, let's go check our vassals. We're not the most well-liked king. Ooh. Well, yeah, that's true. Hakon's one of our... Hakon! You dick! You're my nephew. Show me some goddamn respect. I'm only 50 years old. God, this kid, man. Oh, I can press de jure ducal claims for Duke Morcar. I want to give Morcar more land. Yes. Oh boy, should we do it? Scotland's not strong enough to put up any kind of argument against us. He has absolutely no additional defense, but I'd be giving it to Morcar. I don't want to give it to Morcar. I wonder if I can probably repeal his title. Morcar, can I take away one of your titles so that you are less powerful? Revoke title. Oh my god, he still has so many. This will lower Duke Morcar's opinion of you by 60, but since he is a traitor, our vassals will not object. Must have 100 prestige. Sure, fair enough. We just revoked Morcar's duchy. He's made the Duchy of Dara his primary title. I figure maybe we can, like, let him out with a slap on the wrist, but he will just straight up hate us. So I think we'll keep him locked up. But I wanted to take Mercia from him so he's not so powerful. I still don't think we want to give him the ducal claim in Scotland. Well, like, sure, we might as well, like, try to. I don't know if I want to just attack Scotland right off the bat, though. Like, I'm a real fan of Malcolm III, you know? I like what he's done with the place. We could spend on some castle upgrades. For the most part, I consider like castle upgrades to be absolute trash. Unless you can get a lot of them. Because honestly, we don't make enough money to really justify, like, rapid spending. Church walls, sure. Like, for some reason, walls are always very important for getting taxes. 2 titles, right? We have titles to create as well. So we can create the Duchy of the Hwicha. That's probably a better use for gold. Though I don't want to hold so many duchies personally. I should probably grant them to someone. Duchy of Cornwall. And yeah, we're not going to keep those titles. We're going to hand them over to someone. So, who makes sense for the Duchy of Devon? Well, I guess GodWIN. He doesn't hate me too much, does he? No, I did fire him, but let's give him a title. Earl GodWIN of Cornwall, I dub thee. And now you must love me and never say anything bad about me ever again. As for the Duchy of the Hwicha, we should be giving away a lot of our titles, it seems. That's right, you're from Duchy of frickin' Dara. You absolute asshole. Duchy of the Hwicha. Earl Wulfnoth of Bedford, who hates me for much the same reasons as everyone else does. He doesn't like how many... desires the Duchy of the Hwicha. Desire it, and you shall have it, my friend! And thus the Duchy of Hwicha goes to another one of my family members, thus ensuring that the family line is forever safe. And yeah, I can press de jure claims. I don't know. I feel like I should do it for Morcar, even though he hates me. Because at the same time, it is our territory, right? It's supposed to be our territory. We can't just let Malcolm get away with taking Cumberland. Right, I should be checking my family as well. Got a lot of kids. Edmund died in battle against the Normans. We have Prince Magnus. Apparently, he's my favorite. Well, Prince Godwin is relatively well-liked. Gutha, another princess. Queen Gunhild of France, which is nice. Oh, Magnus is my heir now? Oh, right. That's right, I should check our succession system. If I'm correct, yep, agnatic elective system. So this will be decided by more cars in the succession. This will be decided by the Witanayemot, as to who gets the throne. Special character actions available. Go into hiding, because someone is trying to kill me. I believe Duchess Burnflad. Just don't. How about no? I never get it with these people. Alright. Count Jan of Telemark. We'll let him rot, and then we're gonna sell him off. Honestly, I forgot. So, yeah, we still have a few Normans. I thought they were returned after the war, but I guess I was wrong. So we're just gonna ransom these kids. Pay your own ransom. Give me some money. I'm not gonna free Wilfalf yet. Oh boy. Okay, I guess we'll invade Scotland. That should give me that should give me plenty of action, honestly. The action Harold's been craving his life, because I feel like at this point, at least, like, I don't know what the historical Harold Godwinson would have done, but I feel like Wroth Angry Harold definitely would take the opportunity to take land, even if it was in Morcar's name. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, you Celtic bastard, get ready to get invaded. I do feel bad, because I want Malcolm to take back the Norwegian territories. I don't want Norway gaining anything out of this. I feel like an opportunist, you know? Like, we should have at least fought him for... This is better. I forgot we could just press a de jure claim in our own name and not in Morcar's. Okay, raise the entire English army. Seems like overkill a little bit. My vassals will be very unhappy. And we're going to march into Cumberland, and we'll probably take it without much of a fight. I should actually probably divide the force. Wisdom and Mercy is legendary. Your demand is just. My scheming was obviously misdirected. You were trying to kill me. Honestly. Why is it that, like, I should just arrest these people? Why do I let them live? It's kind of like this happens a lot in the Middle Ages, where it's like, this guy actively made a revolt against me, and then they're like, yeah, but you gotta let him go. Because, you know, he's a noble, and you can't hold on to nobles like that. Like, I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Like, I really should just kill this guy. Oh, yeah, also, by the way, there appears to have been a revolt in Deheubarth in Wales, which led to the formation of a different country. Wow. Well, now we know exactly what this laptop is capable of. Remind me not to ally the Byzantines. And we're already at a plus 5% against Malcolm, yeah, interestingly enough, in the English-Scottish de jure War over Cumberland. So this war is going to end really quickly. If I was the Scottish, I would accept this, and I would just focus on my war with the Norwegians. But knowing the AI in this game, that might not be the case. We are losing a lot of money per month, but hopefully this war will be over soon. We've got a lot of prestige, enough piety. I'm not really angry. We would have to fuck up a lot to have to call King Antso into this. Prince Magnus seeks to kill Alfgar Girthson. As in, like, alright, anyways. Alfgar Girthson. Would that mean, like, Girth's kid? My brother's kid? I guess? Right, where the frick is my brother? Whatever, I have a lot of brothers, okay? We'll unite the force, and then I think we'll split it in two. New unit, split in half. Split in half, and move another one up to Teviot Dale, I suppose. Army of King Harold II versus Randy English army with no leaders. Prince Magnus. Yeah, you're still trying to kill Alfgar Girthson. I get it. You have a thing out for Girth's son. You know what? I'm not gonna intervene, I don't think. Because it's more advantageous for me this way. Unless the Girth they're referring to is my brother Girth, which in that case, like, Girth won the war for us, man. Like, he destroyed those Normans. He had, like, the same military skill as William the Conqueror. Yeah, so I don't know, not much going on in Ireland, honestly. They never seem to get their shit together. Even, like, Dublin. Like, Dublin here should be in a prime position to take over. Look at that. 2,000 soldiers. That's a lot for Irish people. That's a lot for an Irish chieftain. My wife Emma tells me she's pregnant, but that can't be right, can it? Well, I'm campaigning right now, Emma, so probably not, you lying bitch. Oh, she has a weak claim on the Kingdom of France that can be inherited by a successor. God, why do they do this? Okay, so that's actually some long-term planning we're going to have to look into. Create a network of alliances that will allow us to take down France, maybe. God, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? If we could somehow swing it, like, because it's a weak... Hire someone to find out. This man is paranoid. He's not going to just, like, let his wife say this thing. Like, I'm not gonna buy it. Is this some immaculate conception? No, not immaculate conception. Virgin birth? Is this the virgin birth, Emma? Is this what you're trying to tell me? Is that the Son of God? Such a wonderful bouquet. The complex blend of flavors spreads over my tongue, just as the warmth spreads in my belly. These monks certainly know how to make a fine wine. I must visit the monastery more often, says Harold, Godwin's son. Or thanks, but no thanks. I could gain temperate, 20% chance. And I could get a 20% chance of becoming a drunkard. Becoming a drunkard is very bad. Becoming temperate is very good. And look, we gained the temperate trait. Now, this might seem a bit gamey, but honestly, do I believe Harold Godwinson, even in his wroth state, a diligent man, to be someone who drinks a lot of wine? No. No, I don't believe so. The maid I hired to gain my wife Emma's confidence has not found anything at all suspicious about pregnancy. Hire more spies. We cannot know for sure. I hope I don't have to go and frickin' confront her about this. I mean, I'm Wroth King Harold. I must do so. I really love the fact that the Anglo-Saxons are rocking these circular shields, by the way. It's very nice. It's very, very Anglo-Saxon. Duke Morcar has inherited the county of Westmoreland. Stop becoming more powerful, you bastard. I can only take so many titles away. The spies I hired at Great Expense to discover anything suspicious about my wife Emma and her pregnancy have failed to turn up anything at all. Ah, that adulterous whore! Rumors of a traitor working with the besiegers have eroded the morale of the defenders of Burgh. Good. It looks like the Norwegian army is sieging Scotland. Malcolm, you couldn't even beat the Norwegians. Why am I not surprised? Okay, well, the siege is going well. Let's see. I need to think. Any children to marry off? Princess Gutha is perfectly without a husband. That simply will not do. Leon, leader of the Byzantine revolt. We don't want him. Ramiro, Count of Nahara. Duke of Ostlande. Okay, let's take a moment to think about this. Nahara, that's way too far. Well, okay, it's not too far away. We don't really have a navy. We should work on building a navy. You know what? That should be our first big move. Olaf, Duke of Ostlande, though, has claims on Westragothia. The Grand Prince of Kiev, Yarapolk. It's something, but I don't see it getting us a good title claim. Kiev is just too far away from us. I was really hoping for a claim on some Irish land, so we could take that really quickly, but let's not frickin' kid ourselves. So we've got the Earl of Lagan here. I know, I don't think Ireland is that worthwhile. We could probably just fabricate a claim on them. But that being said, like, I do want Dominion. That's the thing. None of these people have claims on anything. They're all frickin' Randys, so I honestly don't care. Yeah, you know what? We should probably try to find someone for our daughter before it gets too late. She is 20. That's almost unmarriageable, honestly. I guess we go with the Ungling. Why not? Right. Now, sorry. We won't be getting any claims from that because we need a matrilineal. I was thinking weird. So that's not going to be, like, anything for our dynasty except for maybe an alliance. We could swing one, I think. It's not actually going to win us anything territorial. I just don't like having idle women around. Honestly, though, maybe later on in the game I should try to do something a bit gamier and marry him off to a duke or something in my own kingdom. See how that works out. Or to a tributary or something, you know. Like right now, we are on top of the world. There, besides France, there's no one. Okay, well, there's Holy Rome. Holy Rome's pretty big. Besides those two, England's got to be the strongest force out there. Man, it's just so surreal, sieging this territory from Scotland and not even seeing a Scottish army doing anything about it. Oh well, at least it looks like Malcolm is going to take back Katniss, so that's good for him. Unless he decides to attack us. Why am I rooting for the King of Scotland so much? Well, I like Scottish people. I'm partly, maybe distantly related to him. That's a small nudge in his favor. I've played Scotland before, and it's just a very difficult version of England. But there's good stuff to Scotland in Crusader Kings, or specifically to the Dunkeld dynasty, because this is Crusader Kings. We're playing as a dynasty. You get to take advantage of the Norman invasion. A son was born to King Harold II and Queen Emma of England named Balthora. You bastard child. I do not trust him. He does not look like me at all. And you're saying to yourself, well, all children look the same in this game. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. God, so many frickin' children. I just can't believe it. My frickin' daughter is the Queen of France. I think this entitles me to something. This entitles me to an alliance, King Phillipe. He agrees. I guess we're both really strong. Like, I'm equally as powerful as Phillipe. And he's a frickin' badass. Look at that 22 military score. Did he exile the Jews? I see, like, the menorah down there, so I'm going to assume he exiled the Jews or something. Yeah, he expelled the Jews. What an asshole you are, Phillipe, expelling your Jewry. Now you can't get loans from them. You're saying to yourself, well, that's racist. I'm like, no, you ever heard of the Jewry in medieval Europe? This was all they were known for. They were the people you got money from because carrying money is apparently unclean. Dealing with money is unclean or something. It's not something Christians do. Oh. Bledin of Gwynedd. I'm gonna love invading you. A non-aggression pact with Murhad O'Brien. Well, I can see that the Celts over here just have the greatest alliance networks. Dear father-in-law, that's right, I'm your frickin' father, Phillipe. You pay me some frickin' respect. We request that you honor your obligation and answer this call to arms against Kaiser Heinrich IV of the Holy Roman Empire and Duke Ramon Berenguer of Barcelona. Oh, dear God. Okay. Well, we're gonna win against Barcelona. I suppose I should call the full power of the English Navy. Oh, that's actually rather sizable. We have a way larger navy than I thought. Okay. Bad timing. You caught me at a bad time. I'm trying to siege Scotland right now, alright? And it's not going very well. See, I really feel bad about this, because I wish he had... Oh, well, because I'm the one that signed the alliance. I feel like with our combined power, we could take on Kaiser Heinrich. Look at that stack over there. If we combine with the French, we could totally take them. And I'm only saying that because the English people are objectively superior to everyone else in Europe at the art of warfare. It's been proven. Look it up. We're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna bring us down. Or whatever, however you would say that in Old English, I'm not sure. It probably has a lot more guttural sounds, you know? And weird-looking letters. Anyways, I'm not saying it's going to be a fast game. I do want to take Jerusalem, though. So when the Holy Wars start, you can bet that good king, well, not Harold, Magnus or whoever the fuck after him. Oh my god! I just looked at... Oh my! That is disgusting. Magnus's stats are perhaps the worst thing I've ever seen. Those are so bad. Jesus Christ, the Greek portraits. The Mediterranean portraits scare the fuck out of me. Oh, there's a rebellion in Scotland. That's neat. Just when you thought the Scots were so everything was coming up Scotland. Oh my god, he's getting beaten by Norway now. I feel bad! I feel really bad for Malcolm. I don't know what to say. That's like horrible. But whatever, we'll continue sieging Scotland and we'll see how that turns out in the end. Thanks for watching. Next episode, we belatedly go to war with Kaiser Heinrich of the Holy Roman Empire.